Hey Sagittarius, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you are part of our family, Saggy, I hope you're doing beautiful today and life is treating you kindly. This is going to be a general reading, and I do want to say it is for anyone that has Sagittarius placements. I've just been kind of thinking with my guides and going through things. It isn't just if you have your sun in Sag. It can be sun, moon, rising, Venus, wherever, whatever you have Sagittarius in, right? It's more important that if you're called to this reading. Just wanted to get that clear, just in case any of you have felt called to it and you might be like, oh, I don't think I'm a Sagittarius. It isn't about that, my love. It is really about the energy and what has attracted you here. Just wanted to say that. So anyways, this is going to be a general reading for you. It is for the weekend. Today is Saturday. It is the 24th of May. I'm kind of leaning in 24th, 25th. But as you know, no such thing as time. This might even be something that has already happened for you. So please keep that in mind. And of course, it may not resonate with everyone, right? And that is so okay, all right? Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and for all of your love and your support of each other, of me. You make a difference in this world, Sag. You really do. Please remember that. Okay, we're going to get into your reading. Now, when I was meditating on your energy, where do I start? There was a feeling of a confusion, a feeling of numbness, a feeling of, and I might not even be picking up on directly your energy. It could be someone that you're involved with. It just felt stalematy. I don't know how else to put it, Sag. It kind of almost made me have tears to my eyes because of the feeling. Just felt disconnected. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who this is for. But it just felt a little, unfortunately, a little bit not so great. So I didn't get any images or anything. It was just a feeling that overcame me. So if you are feeling that today, I just want to send extra love out your way. Big, big hugs. You're not alone. We're in it together, and we're going to get through this, okay? Whatever it may be. Now, what was the other thing I wanted to say? Okay, I wanted to share this with you. The other night I was sitting with some friends, and we're just having a little fire, and I just wanted to mention this because I feel it's important in some way. We were just talking about some difficulties that we're all kind of going through, right? Personal stuff. Never ends, it seems. And I had said, I don't even think I had said it correctly, but I had said, God's rejection is God's redirection. That's how I said it. I don't even think that's the actual phrase of how to say it, but that's what came out. Just as I said that, I have a train track, not too far from where I live. But I never hear the trains in my house. If I'm outside, I'll hear it. All of a sudden, as soon as I said that, there was 3 very loud bells, right? Like when they ring their, what is that called? Like, I'm in channel mode. When they pull their chain or the whistle blew three times. So loud that my dog got up and started running around and freaking out and started barking. I'm sharing that with you because I feel like that was important, an important kind of confirmation from spirit, even for myself with what's going on in my life and stuff right now. It felt very, very, like, you know what I mean? It's not a coincidence. It's quiet. There's no noise. I say this and all of a sudden it's honk, 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 as loud as if it was in my room. Crazy. I just want to share that with you because if you're going through something that maybe sounds just like what I said, you know, we're on the path. We're on the right path, my love, and we're going to get through this, okay? So, Sag, I know that was a lot of blah, 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 but that's what I do here. I'm a talker. We are going to get into your readings. So today I felt very appropriate. We're going to open up with Secret Language of Color. If you've never seen this deck before, it's beautiful. It is all colors. There are meanings for every color, but how you can use it if you feel so inclined, if you are aligned with whatever comes out, you can pause it, take a picture, whatever, or if you have something that's similar of the color, meditate on that color. Meditate on it. Call in what you are wanting to attract. At the same time, you can even release what you no longer want, right? Okay, so I'm going to have a quick sip of water because all of a sudden my mouth has gotten, of course, dry from talking. I drink a lot of water, Saggy. I do drink a lot of water. So let's get into your reading. Oh, and if you like a personal reading, that information is down below. Okay, Sag, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, beautiful spirit for Sagittarius or fire sign. Whoever is drawn to this reading, what is the message for them for whenever they come to it? Let's see what's on the bottom. Oh, okay. We have I think you pronounce it Azure. Like, I'm an artist, I paint, right? You think I would know how to pronounce this? I don't. Azure, I think that's how you say it. It's about protecting yourself. Okay, it's number 36, so that is a 9 when you add that up. 9s to me feel like you're coming close to a conclusion. You're not quite there, but you're almost there. It is that derivative of number 3, though. 3s for me can be a very powerful house, or number. I don't know why I said house. Because it is that, your mind, your body, your soul, hopefully coming into alignment. But with this card saying protect yourself. I'm just going to move my mouse out of the way. Protect yourself. That's interesting. Because that almost, not to freak anyone out, but it almost kind of feels like a little bit of a heads up, right? A little bit of a heads up. Okay, we'll see. But again, that could be protecting your heart. We have green next, which is revitalize your nervous system. It's 31, so that is a 4. 4s are about your foundation in whatever area. Get outside if you can, Sag. This is green, right? But look, it's represented by trees, leaves. If you can, get outside. Hug a tree. I mean, I think trees are magnificent. Lie down on the grass. Look up at the trees. Listen to the birds. This is about revitalizing your nervous system. So when we think about your nervous system, right? Our nervous system is very important in our body, right? And I'm not a doctor or any of that stuff, so I'm not giving that advice. But if you've been under a lot of stress, if you've been under a lot of heaviness, if you've been picked on, for some reason I'm getting that, if you've been picked on, whatever it is, our nervous system takes a beating, right? There's the adrenaline, there's the cortisol, there's all that crap that runs through our body. I feel that's really important for someone out there to really take that moment to try and relax and try to deep breathe and try to disconnect from whatever might be going on. Easier said than done, says me, right? We have yellow next, which is purify your body. This is interesting. Everything is about your body here. Number 22 as well, so another 4. Drink some lemon water if you're into that. I mean, I think that's a really beautiful purifying way we can kind of help detoxify our body. But nevertheless, it's yellow, right? And it's followed by emerald. They're asking me to keep going, so we will. Calm your mind, body, and soul. It's number 30. So right now, Sag, we've got 4s, and we have numbers that are coming down to 3. So emerald, revitalize, right? This is all about connecting your mind, your body, your soul, trying to bring calmness. I don't know what's going on right now, but maybe it's a very hectic time for some of you. And then we have blue, which is activate your healing power, 37. So that is a 10, Wheel of Fortune, or you can reduce it down. It can be the Magician. It is a 1 though, right? So starting again, beautiful, because this is really letting you know that you can activate and heal you. You can heal others too. Maybe there's someone out there that's needing your help as well. But activating your healing power. They're not asking me to go any further, but this is very interesting how this feels. Protect yourself, revitalize your nervous system, purify your body, calm your mind, body, and soul. Activate your healing power. Some of you are going through something that is quite exhausting. Okay? All right, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much. What is the color for Sagittarius for those that this is their reading? What is the message? Okay, got one right here. Amber, beautiful. This always reminds me of Sagittarius. We'll talk about it in a second. And then we have coral. Okay. The green is showing up again, so that may be extra important. I hope I held it long enough for those of you that needed to take a picture of it. My apologies if I didn't. I don't want to waste your time, though, so let's get into this. So we have Amber. It is awakening your creativity. It is number 15, which is a 6. 6s are about what you're putting out, you're receiving. It's a balance. But this card is talking about revitalizing you. Have you disconnected from your passions, from your hobbies, from the things you love to do? Has that all been put on a back burner? Because Sag, you are very creative in whatever way that is, right? You are a sign that is known to be capable of creating so many things, doing so much. Artists, painters, working with your hands. Brilliant, right? Telling stories, all of that. But they're saying you need to awaken your creativity. So maybe there's some kind of lull right now going on where you haven't been connecting to that part of yourself. If so, that will play effect on your body, your mind, and your soul. So awaken your creativity. I don't know why I feel like I want to preach that. So weird. I almost want to go, laughter as well. I'm feeling like laughter is important here. Bottom of the deck, we have coral, and that is allow flow and synchronicity into your life. It is number 18 as well, so that is a 9. So that, Sag, is like, okay, if you've ever seen a coral in water, right? It's been a long time since I've been blessed enough to be in the ocean. But, you know, they kind of move, right? They kind of like just go with the water. Obviously, I don't know how they eat. I don't know any of that stuff. But they go with the water. They kind of like just flow, right? There's a need here for you to do that, to take your foot off the gas pedal. Take your hands off the wheel. Maybe from what you normally do day to day. And it is about really kind of reconnecting with you. And giving yourself that gift of time and connection with yourself. For some reason, I'm feeling that some of you have really not been able to do that. I mean, life pressures can take you away from who you are and what you love. But there seems to be a message here. And that, see, and I had that heavy feeling off camera and meditating. This kind of, blah kind of energy. Okay, I don't want to keep going on here. We're gonna leave these. Let's go into Wisdom Oracle. Because there's something going on. I don't know. This might not be for very many of you. But it's a very beautiful message coming through of almost like... okay, so they're giving me this, and everyone's heard this before. If you're on an airplane, you got to put your oxygen mask on first in order to be helpful to others. That's kind of the energy they're giving me here. Okay, Sag? All right, let's see what's on the bottom here. We've got Between Worlds. Okay, so Between Worlds. Number 3. Geez, another 3. This card speaks of not being on one side, not being on the other, not being in the past, not being in the present, but not even really being not being in the future, but not really even being in the present. It's an energy where you don't know what's next, but you can't go back, right? In between. You're in between a stage here. Some of you might be moving. Some of you might be changing up a relationship. Some of you, I don't know what this is, but Spirit is saying you're in between worlds, Sag. You're not quite over to the area where it's bright and vibrant. There's still part of you that is in the dark shadows, the clouds, however you want to look at it. We have Round and Round next. Have not seen this for a while. 25, it's a 7. 7's contemplation, or it can be about good luck, but Round and Round is talking about something that continues to go on. You know, this would be, it could be an energy where someone says they're going to change, but they never do. They keep repeating the same things, but it keeps happening again and again and again and again. This could even represent ourselves, right? In between worlds, and we keep doing something that we know we shouldn't, but it happens. However it might be, but it's kind of a stuck energy, Sag, okay? I just want to say that. Then we have Exchanging Gifts, which is a nice energy. 27, so it's a 9 again. Wow, I feel like we're getting 3s, 4s, and 9s. Exchanging gifts. This can be talking about talking to someone else, helping someone else out, them helping you out. Could literally be a gift coming towards you and you're giving a gift. I'm feeling that that's a little bit more than that, though. I feel, because there's hearts all over this. I'm trying to tune into this, Spirit. It is kind of like helping hand. Okay, I don't want to get stuck here because we've got to see what wants to come up. But then we do have Blessed, Sag, which is beautiful. It's a 22, so that is a 4 again. So whatever's going on right now, obviously there's a progress here. There's some transition that's happening here. You're going to be blessed. You may not feel it, my love. You may not think it's going to happen. Again, the train that I shared with you a few minutes ago. Try to lean into it as best as you can. I know we have our minds and we have our worries and our fears, but let's try to lean into it because we're saying blessed, and it's even followed by Milk and Honey, which is even more luxurious because it is about a time where you can frolic and laugh and have joy and pamper yourself, okay? Okay, so let's see what Spirit has for you. What is the message? Just going to stretch my legs out there. Okay, so what is the okay, didn't come out. What is the message, please, Spirit? As always, thank you for guiding me in this reading. What is the message for beautiful Sagittarius? Deck feels heavy. So strange when this happens. I mean, it happens Happens, but it feels always strange to me. Okay. We got cards. Wow. Okay, beautiful. We have message in a bottle. And it is number 15. So it's a 6. Okay, message in a bottle. We have no place like home. This is one of my favorite, I love all the cards, but I love this card for sure. And then on the bottom we have serendipity. Okay. Everything is happening as it's meant to, which sometimes is not easy to digest or accept. I get that, but it is. Okay, Sag, we have message in a bottle here. So this is talking about communication. It could be a phone call because there's a phone in a bottle, right? Could be receiving some kind of news, some kind of communication. Again, nowadays it could be text, it could be emails, or what. You get the gist, my love, right? But message in a bottle is something's coming in here. Some kind of communication. The next card is no place like home, which is 50, so it's a 5. 5s are change. So no place like home, this is interesting because this card is, sometimes I'm at loss of words for it because it's that feeling where you are safe, you are loved, you are accepted, nothing can harm you, there's peace and light, and again, nothing can harm you. You're safe, and you're with, if there's other people involved, you're with people that adore you and love you, and vice versa. It's that energy. Then we have serendipity, as I said, on the bottom, right? And that's number 18, so it's a 9 again. Serendipity is that energy where it is, things are happening as they're meant to be. This is how I feel. It is a blessing, but I think sometimes when we're going through things, it can feel like it's not. It's usually somewhere down the line we look back and we go, oh, thank goodness that happened, right? If it didn't happen, where would I be, etc. Serendipity is this divine timing, I feel, is what's going on. It is all happening for your highest good, for your highest happiness, your joy. Kind of like you kind of can't fight it, right? You got to go with that flow. Now, what I'm picking up right now, and this is for sure not going to be for maybe only one of you. Some of you may be receiving some kind of message here that makes you go back to a place, could be a physical place, where it felt like home. Maybe some of you right now are feeling disconnected from home. But let me take that to a little bit of a deeper level here, because it could be our body is our home, it is our sacred place. Maybe your body is not feeling like it has been at home. And so maybe there's some communication that is going to come through that puts you in that place where you're safe and you're loved. We're going to see when we get into the tarot, but there is that kind of lingering energy coming through. For the rest of you, this could be a message coming in and now I just got the 6 of Cups in my mind's eye. Could be someone coming back from the past that maybe you had once a really beautiful connection with. And this is all just divine timing. Okay? All right, let me have another sip of water, Sag, and then we're going to get into the tarot. I think I'm going to use my, light seers maybe. Okay. Which one? Let's start with spirit animal. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. All right. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Excuse me, Saggy. 8 of Cups is leaving things behind. This is usually walking away. Perhaps this has already happened. Maybe you're in the process of leaving something behind. Again, this could even be a mindset, leaving a mindset behind. But it usually is about, okay, this is done. All of the cups are broken. I can't fix them anymore. I can't stay in this anymore. We have the Empress next. Taurus's energy, major arcana. This is abundance, it's prosperity. It is also about loving and nurturing yourself, being very, very kind and gentle to you. And then with that, you are very connected to, the earth. And you receive the benefits and the blessings from her. We have the High Priestess. That is Pisces energy. And it is looking over at the Empress. So all about your intuition, right? I'm just looking at how this looks to me and what I'm feeling from it. Let's see what's underneath that. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords. I just want to look at this, Sag. Bear with me for a sec. And then we got the King of Wands. It's interesting because there's this feeling I'm getting right now where it almost feels like intuitively you know you need to leave something behind in order to prosper. Because there's been a lot of anxiety. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. That's a pretty rough journey to be on. Okay, let's see. All right, Spirit. What is this about? What can you tell me for Sagittarius, or fire sign? What is this about? Ooh, okay. Judgment. Ooh, that's a big major arcana to come out. Judgment with the Knight of Cups on the bottom. Okay. So Judgment is, it's the energy of, well, obviously rising out of the ashes. Right? I mean, it's when you've been on your hands and knees and you feel like you cannot go on anymore, and then you're resurrected, right? There's this uplifting energy that comes through. It also is a choice, right? It can be that choice where you need to make a choice. Once you make it, you can't go back and reverse it. You can't change it. With that Knight of Cups on the bottom, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it does feel like this may be about love, or, I don't know, some kind of a love relationship. I'm hesitant to say too much on that, because the Knight of Cups is usually the one that is the most romantic, pursues what their heart wants, offers you the cup of love. Yeah, you know, that kind of energy. I need more. I need more from this. Let's keep going. Show me more, please. Thank you. The Father of Pentacles. Okay, with the Five of Cups on the bottom. So, King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a very, very, very stable energy, typically, right? Very stable, very understanding, very compassionate, and calm, grounded, also financially well off. But there's a Five of Cups on the bottom here. And Five of Cups, it's a horse. This is the sadness. This is the heartbreak, the disappointment, things that didn't work out. I'm wondering if some of you were perhaps involved with a earth sign, and perhaps they did not come through or follow through as stable as they may have appeared. And in that way, that brought a lot of sadness, a lot of heartbreak even. Okay? Because that Five of Cups definitely represents that. Let's keep going. I wonder if you're going to have communication from someone like that. Okay? Let's see. I need more cards. Show me more, please, Spirit. For Sagittarius, for those that this is their reading, what's going on? Okay, wow, that just landed right there. Your card, Temperance. Okay, with the Knight of Swords on the bottom. Your card showing up is very powerful in this reading because it is representing you. It is representing you, the energy that you instill. It is your patience. It is your capableness of being very patient and typically understanding when things aren't working, right? That's what temperance means, to also to temper ourselves, to not lose our cool. And we have that Knight of Swords on the bottom. So that feels like rushing in. The Knight of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords. Which, the King of Swords for me would be more of an attorney or a mediator. Or, it doesn't have to be, but it is someone that is very analytical. Not a lot of emotion. And, will call the hard shots, right? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't want to get stuck. Okay, show me a little bit more, please, Spirit, what this is. Oops. What? I just seen the Two of Cups, by the way. Show me more. Oh, my goodness. The Ace of Swords. Oh, my gosh, with the Five of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, Ace of Swords, all aces are the seed, but this is like that aha moment. This is like, I'm seeing very clearly now. I've got everything I need and I can see clearly. And also this is the Sword of Truth. And Temperance is looking over at the Ace of Swords. We have that Five of Pentacles on the bottom. So again, I feel like someone has left. Someone has left, even that Eight of Cups, right? Someone has left or someone is leaving. Could be you that's leaving. But there's some kind of awareness that you're coming to, this big aha. And with that Five of Pentacles, again, it feels either you or someone else is feeling like they've been left. Because we even have that Two of Wands next, Sag, which is contemplation. Not sure which to pick, what way to go. We have the Eight of Swords next, which is obviously feeling like powerless. And then we have the Eight of Wands, which is like, okay, something changes very fast. It's going to be interesting to get some clarifiers. Let's go and see if we can get one more out of here. Let's make a little bit more room. Remember, I'm not forgetting everything that I was feeling off camera and even the cards that had come out, right? All about your system, your nervous system, your body, your mind, your soul. Is there anything? Okay, jeez. I didn't even have... today the cards are jumping. We have the Seven of Wands on the bottom. So Sag, this is protecting your energy, protecting your flame. Or at the very least, feeling like you need to protect yourself. We've got a few cards, so let's move them over. We've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is usually either someone doing something behind our back. Sometimes it can be us doing something that is... sometimes it can be us doing something that we don't want to say out loud until we've got it all figured out. Okay, let's take it like that. We've got the Hierophant. Taurus's energy again. Some of you very much might be dealing with a Taurus. But this is also that wisdom, right? Learning, using what you've learned on your path, using your knowledge. Again, this could be about marriage because it's contracts. It's traditional stuff. Okay, and then we have the Five of Wands. Arguing, drama, dispute. So what the hell is going on here? There seems to be some decision that you or someone else is making, because I don't want to get too stuck on who it is, and I'm not really getting if it's you or the other person. It's going to be different for everyone. But it feels almost like, Sag, could I dare say that you might be turning your back on your responsibilities? That might not be the right words to say. But you may be moving forward in a different way. I'm feeling that. But almost like there's almost like a little struggle here with that Five of Wands. Okay. Hermit, what do we have? We have the Seven of Wands and the Hermit. So this is important to go within, trusting your intuition, listening to what your gut is telling you. Okay, I need to get some clarifiers. We might be here for a while. Interesting read. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me? Okay, we got the Sun on the bottom. Beautiful energy here. This is Leo's energy. I kind of feel like things are... there's stuff hidden here. There's things that are hidden, purposely, unpurposely, consciously, unconsciously. There's stuff that is hidden here that... because it feels muddled to me, in a way. This Ace of Swords is trying to cut through the muddledness. It's trying to cut through any deception. It's trying to cut through any kind of arguing or drama. And the Sun showing up does feel like it is all going to get illuminated here. Followed by the Nine of Cups. So there's something to do with what you're wanting, your wishes to come true. Perhaps that is happening. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is movement. Again, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of different messages. Some I'm getting a message that you're moving back home. Some of you are moving. Some of you are changing the direction of how you're heading in your life. And then there's some that may be kind of unaware in the way of there's a little bit of sabotage going on here. Two of Swords. Okay. Well, very interesting. I'm going to put these back the right way. Oops. The Sun. Yes. All right, Spirit. I need clarification here on what is happening. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Seven of Swords, please? Well, I just seen the Seven of Swords in this deck. What's going on here? Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. That was a Five of Cups there. Again, so the Fool and the Hangman. It's like there's confusion in your heart, in your mind. I think you're trying to find the place that's like home. But there's something going on here that feels a little Sag. I don't know how to put this, but it feels like a little sabotagey. You know, we have the Hangman, two major arcana coming out. This is about seeing everything from a different perspective, looking at life differently. You know, and again, the head is lit up here, which feels to me like seeing things very clearly and getting the answers you need, along with the Fool, wanting a new beginning, a new start. But they're clarifying the Seven of Swords. So again, maybe this is someone that you're needing to leave, you're needing to go away from, you're needing to walk away from or something, because perhaps there's been too much deception. I don't know. We have that Six of Wands on the bottom though, which is victory, like you being successful at this, but it is followed by that Seven of Wands again. So there's a lot of protection energy coming through here that I feel is you protecting yourself. Okay, where else should I go here? What can you tell me about the Five of Wands? What is this struggle? Five of Wands, please. Five of Wands, what is this struggle? Okay, oh, where did that go? Hold on. Okay. Got it. The Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, going back to the creativity, doesn't matter if she's feminine. We all have feminine, masculine. This is general reading. This is going back to the amber, to the creativity. There is an inner battle going on. I feel, Sagittarius, that you're angry, that there is, or angry, maybe that's not the right word, I don't know. There's something not going great, that you're not able to be this, or you're not able to do this. The creative, passionate, full of joy, you know, making your magic. Excuse me. And that Eight of Pentacles on the bottom, it's like there's still work to be done, right? But I'm feeling, Sag, I'm feeling this disconnection. I'm feeling this disconnection that's going on here. And I feel like that's why Spirit is saying it's really important for you to start taking, if you haven't been able to, sweetheart, to really start kind of, how can I say this? Doing beautiful things for you that feed your soul, that then in return lightens you, where, you know, things don't always have to feel restrictive or heavy or difficult. Because I'm getting this feeling where it is like everything's become weirdly like a chore. Everything is feeling like just take. That's kind of what I'm getting, this energy. And it's kind of like when we as people do that, we make so many sacrifices. At a certain point, it's going to start to tear things down, whatever that might be. And I feel like that's what's happening here. I hope I'm explaining this properly. I'm trusting that you understand. If it's your reading, you're going to understand what this means. Right? But yeah, because it's like Temperance bird, this is a bird, it's looking this way. The Hierophant, a bird, is looking this way. And it's almost like, do you Do you stay with tradition? Do you stay with all of that? Or do you, I almost want to say break away. Okay, let's continue. I don't want to get stuck here. All right, Spirit. Tell me why Temperance is here, please. If you could show me. I know it's Sagittarius card, but if you can show me a little bit more insight onto that. That's way too many. But we do have that 7 of Wands again. Temperance, please. Okay, that won't go in. Justice. Justice, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups showing up here. So Justice is Libra's energy. This is balanced. It is, it's, you know, all of a sudden my mouth just stopped. It's balance, it's harmony, it is justice being served. It's whatever's been out of whack and out of alignment coming into alignment. If it was a court case or something, it would be on your side. For some of you, maybe that is what's going on here. You're wanting justice of something. You're wanting balance. It's really weird, though, because we have that 2 of Cups poking out with the 3 of Cups. And then we have the 3 of Swords. Some of you might be dealing with 2 people and then 3 people. Okay, well, all right. So Justice card showing up. That's why your card's here. All right. So Spirit, where is Sagittarius headed? I'm not going to clarify any more of these. Just make a little bit more room. Because it looks like you want a new path. It looks like you want to start fresh, new. It looks like you're wanting to be reinvigorated here. And finding this beautiful place where you're at. Message in a bottle, Sag, again. This might even be a message that comes through from your angels, your guides. Could be even a dream that you have that sparks something here. But this, it feels like about you getting in alignment with you is what this is feeling like. Okay? So, I don't know what else to say because I can't make shit up here. Spirit, where is Sagittarius headed? Everything is happening for a reason. Okay. The Empress with the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Swords once again on the bottom. So 2 Aces of Swords. You're getting clarity in your mind. You're getting clarity perhaps in your heart. All those. I think it's going to bring sadness. Maybe there is a closure here. There is an ending perhaps. Again, there's so much going on here. You might be moving. You might be leaving your home. Finding a new home. I think the deception part, it could be another person, but also I think, you know, it could even be just you planning on what you're doing here. 5 of Cups for sure is like, okay, this didn't work. This didn't work. And I am in some way devastated over it. But I know that there has to be something else. There's a new cycle about to start for me. And it's going to be fuller and happier. And more in alignment with me. It's interesting because we have that co-create. I didn't show it to you. But that was underneath serendipity. Co-create, right? And it's a 4. It's a 40, right? So I feel like this reading is almost about not co-creating anymore with whoever or whatever the situation is. Yeah. So Ace of Swords, seeing very clearly. 10 of Swords, it's done. It's over. It's been painful, it's been hard, it's been long, but it's done. And it's necessary to be done. Probably not the reading you wanted to hear today, Sag. Not the reading I necessarily wanted to give. But that's what this is feeling like. And I think that's why Judgment has come out first. Because it truly is, okay, you make this decision. It's an important one. Weigh it all out at the same time. You know, 7 of Wands showing up so much here. There is a feeling that you do feel like you got to protect yourself or defend yourself. So with that, I feel like you're making that call here to close one chapter and open a new one. That's what it feels like. I'm not getting the nitty-gritty detailed part. Because there's so much going on here. But that is what I'm receiving. And you got to trust again that it is, as painful as it may be, as hard as it may be, I think it's about bringing you back to you. I'm going to go one more time, Sag. See if anything else wants to come out. And then we're going to close this off. My love, I hope that this helped in whatever way. I trust if this is your reading, you know what this is about. But again, right? One door closes, a new one opens. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much for guiding me in this reading, which was a little more tougher. Is there anything else you want Sagittarius to know? Anything else? Any other guidance? Any other guidance or anything else? Okay. Oh, that one jumped in my hand. So that's crazy. We got the Eight of Swords with the Devil. Eight of Swords with the Devil. To me, this feels like, yes, you have been feeling stuck. It's either you or the other person that I'm reading, whoever this is, right? Because it could be a cross-watcher. Feeling very, very stuck. And it does seem to be connected to the Devil, which is Capricorn's energy, which is toxicity, addictions, control, restrictions. You get the gist. So this is where it has to stop. For some of you, it is even a marriage that you've been in, because we have the Four of Wands next. Or a long committed relationship. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it, Saggy. Man, you know how much I love you. Damn, life is sometimes pretty hard, isn't it? But we got each other. We're going to get through it. Let's close it off. Let's go to Treasures from Takashi. See if there's anything that Spirit has that will help. Oh, we have Power on the bottom. I'm going to read it. So it says, you have control over your life. Know your power and your own worth. I mean, this is really this reading here. It is time to acknowledge all that you have created. Are you allowing others to overpower you? When times are difficult, think about what you can achieve. You are never powerless. It is time to acknowledge your power and feel your empowerment in every word you speak and every action you take. Okay. Yeah. We have to reclaim our power, I guess. And now my throat's getting a little cracky. All right, Spirit. Any final message for beautiful Sagittarius before we close this reading out? All right. Any final message? Yes, okay. Balance. So we have balance. Which makes sense. We have justice, balance, underneath temperance. Balance is a state of being, not a fine line to tread. Be aware of all possibilities, for balance is not available to you when you are only working with one side of things. Hold your composure in the face of difficulties, and when you remember to breathe, balance is there for you. Okay, Sag. So that is what Spirit had for you. Oh, and on the bottom we have self. So I should read that. Oops. Okay. The self remains true. The self remains pure. Your ego may be trying to take you away from the knowing of your whole self. Do not be troubled and do not be misled. Your self is totally unlimited and is guided by your heart and your soul. All you need to do is listen and trust yourself. Sag, that's what we have for you today. That's what Spirit has. So, sweetheart, I hope that this has helped in whatever way possible. Beautiful things are coming. You can see that. No place like home. Serendipity, right? Going with the flow. But again, you know, life is it's an interesting one. I mean, there's always trials and there's always this, you know. But there's also many blessings, isn't there, too? So, Sag, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to send you huge hugs. I do hope you can feel them. So much love to you. You're not alone. We're all together here, okay? All right, Sag. Sag, I almost want to say see you on the other side, you know? Okay, Saggy, I love you. Have a beautiful weekend. Let me know if this resonated. And thanks again for taking the time to be here. All right, Sag. All of my love to you.